Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my campaign. This is Friedrich with the Allies against TF 1377 with the Japanese. War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition, December 8th resolution. And it looks like he's landing some more troops here at Kota Baru. We have 20 coastal guns shooting at his landing force. We don't necessarily hit any of his ships, but he loses some troops here at the beaches. And I guess just pointing out, it looks like we have the weather indicators on, so that's um, enjoy that, I guess. Okay, so the I-124 is over here off of Luzon and misses our destroyer and gets fired upon by our destroyer. We're damaging his submarine. Yeah, got a couple of near a couple of light hits. It looks like nothing critical. I didn't know, or I didn't notice. All right, and we have a small mine layer here. Sorry, motor launch. That's motor launch. It's like I guess it's like a PT boat ish. But either it doesn't have any assets or doesn't find the sub. Okay, but the the I-124 it surfaces and shoots at this light cargo ship coming out. We're emptying Manila to get out of Dodge, and he's parked here knocking us about. So, and our light cargo ship sinks. All right, we got Nels flying from up in here. Probably, I'm guessing, either Sok Trang. Well, based on this arrow, or maybe all the way at Saigon. It's possible. The Japanese have some nice long-range aircraft, but they get in and actually take a damage due to flak, probably. I mean, that's the best guess since we didn't have any aircraft. And no damage. Okay. Ooh. So this light cargo ship, the Mauban, it had damage from bombing on the 7th. So he's invading Macon Atoll and he takes some casualties getting off the boats. Well, more unloading here at Cote de Baru. Four coastal guns firing, but no hits. Okay, continued unloading here. We actually saw a splash, but no actual damage. 14 coastal guns that time, and including an 18 pound battery. Okay, we're clearing some Japanese mines that were dropped there about dawn, and also mines that they left at Singapore. Because until we clear those mines, we can't really use that hex to get through. Okay, and then we have we have the I-124 up here and the I-123 down here. The child spots it before it can fire off torpedoes, but it doesn't get enough of an attack vector. Okay, so this is mildly, well, okay. So this is okay. I don't remember which carrier we have here. This is one of our carriers that I said we're going north. Oh, right. So here's this oiler, and the Lexington actually, even though we're a carrier task force, air air support. I already forgot the name of the task force. So we're a carrier task force. So normally we don't do ship to ship fighting. The Lexington actually has its own guns and does some damage to the Japanese oiler. And as they're peeling off their bombardment of Midway, so this was pure chance. So if you remember me saying on the 7th, we were coming up here and we were coming up here to get away from the Kido Butai, and in the process we ran into his oiler and his destroyers that bombarded Midway. Now, what's going to happen is, well, I'll let you find out, but just one shell hit and it has heavy fires, heavy damage. Okay, we're in the air phase here. Okay, I believe we um, noticed the KB still sitting out there off Pearl. Maybe not. It must have been somewhere else that I was noticing those Japanese ships. Okay, so I decided to fight over the skies of Manila, and that mistake didn't last very long. I lost a lot and didn't incur as much damage to him as I would have liked. So, but let's just say keep your eye on this section. You're going to see a lot of aircraft getting shot at. They're flying in, but they're getting shot down as quickly as they reinforce. So it's pretty bad. So we do a little bit of damage here, but we take a lot ourselves, and we can't afford the attrition, not here in Luzon anyway. And like I said before, well, these are P40Es, okay, but P40Bs cost us even more simply because they're not reinforcing. Now, when he sweeps, it's even worse because he just has free reign and can maneuver, and he really tears us up here. So let's take a look. Looks like we get a couple, but I think that's mostly damage or they run out of ammunition or low on fuel. So that didn't work out too well for us. Okay, so yeah, again, I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I set this stuff up. So I have troops all around him here at Aichang, and my hope is to get in there and push him out. He doesn't have as many troops as we do, but his troops are way better quality. So I start bombing him to soften it up and for disabled. And it looks like if you see here, it's even during thunderstorms. That's pretty good. So he has a whole division there, and as well as it looks like some kind of a Chinese recruited division, and again the 34th, and a follow-up raid. so nothing visible, noticeable here. Okay, more sweeps, and we're really getting ground down here. So if I were smart, I would have, I don't know. He does such a good job, you'll see over the course of the campaign, of being very persistent. So he's not one to fly sweeps, and then if I don't come up to fight him, he'll say, okay, I'll stop doing the sweeps. Oh, he'll keep doing the sweeps. So he's very good about not letting his guard. So it's really hard for me to catch him off guard as a result. He cover to my to how I see observe things, he covers his bases quite well. And it's hard to get that counter punch. It's hard to find a soft spot to get a counter punch. Okay, we got some aircraft flying ASW. And you'll see again through the course of the campaign that persistence show over in the sub warfare system. It's um, okay. There's man. I wish the P-35s would have gotten something. Maybe they're yeah. Maybe we were too high here. Okay, so he's bombing Hong Kong, soften. He's trying to really beat up the base so that it can't get the fortifications up. And it makes it easier to take. Because while I'm repairing the damage that he does, I can't upgrade fortification. All right, I had some B-17s hit Babel Daub, and we do hit a cargo ship. I don't know if we ever, or no, sorry, a patrol boat. I don't know if we ever find out if that sinks. I guess I could look it up. Um, and we hit it again, this time a cargo ship. A couple of cargo ships, or maybe it's the same one. No, two cargo ships, heavy fires. One is light, one is a regular cargo ship. But they're there in port, so if I don't destroy him, he's likely to repair it. Alright, so I don't know if we sink this Ushio, I can't remember. But you would think with a 1,000-pound bomb in your destroyer, it's going to be dead. Now, I think he's moving slowly. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think he's moving slowly because of his oiler. And this time, we hit it with a 1,000-pound bomb, maybe a couple here. And it's just gone. There's no rescuing it. So we came up here like this and through the hex they were in, did a little surface action, came up here, and then flew bombers back to hit it. So, actually, there were dive bombers from the Lexington and from the Enterprise. So, the Ushio has heavy fires as well, it looks like. I mean, well, smoke anyway. 2 bomb hits there. That's 1,000-pound bombs. So, and then torpedo bomber comes in to see if they can finish it up. And we're getting a lot of splashes. Our torpedo bombers are not that good at the beginning, early in the war. I probably should have loaded it with bombs and tried that way. And there's the sinking, probably of the oiler. All right, Macon. Yeah, this is immediate assault. So they take it an undefended base. And we're just doing the natural bombardment that happens when someone invades a hex to no effect. No, again, no apparent effect. Get some early fortifications increases. Fortification 1 is very easy to accomplish, so yeah, you'll see you'll see those happen within one, maybe two turns. And it depends. I guess if you have a small, tiny amount of engineers, it might be take longer. But yep, that's that. So I'm gonna jump into 9. There's there's a lot, but there's just not a lot to talk about. As you see the action, it's mostly just Japan in control, and there's not really much for me to talk about. It's mostly scrambling to save my stuff. I will try to update you on where I think my carriers are heading as they pass midway. I will, well, I'll talk about it probably as we watch um, December 9. Although they probably disappear from the resolution. Okay. Yeah, this is mostly movement of aircraft to different bases, and then then the segments that they leave behind link up and so forth. So this is just shuffling of air units down here in a lot of these messages. So it's nothing major happening. But we are getting reinforcements here. Some of these things are reinforcements. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is December 9, and we'll see what happens here. So the carriers, because I don't think it's going to show us. If you look at the map here while it's doing some sweeping mines still, basically we turn right after passing Midway and head up to Dutch Harbor because the goal there, okay, the Sculpin, you can't get it. We can't get a nice kill there. Because the idea is to try to stay ahead of, and by the way, I put them to full speed, 2 torpedoes here. I put them to full speed heading up to here to Dutch Harbor, the Aleutians, because the goal there is to just evade the Kido Butai. I don't know. He knows we're heading north because of our hit on his ships, and also we've given our position away with our bombing attack of his ships. So I can't chance it. What if he starts going northwest? So I just full speed as quickly as I can to the Aleutians because I don't want to take a chance. His Keto Batai will sink my carriers quickly. And we're shooting at an escort, and those things are hard to sink as is. And then you throw in the Mark 14, the lack of experience from our crew. It's just all around. So yeah, for the next few days, our carriers are disappear and aren't in the game because they're just trying to stay hidden. Okay. So now he's bombing, I guess, yeah, that is Singapore. So, night attack. So he's going to be doing these night attacks for some time. And there's not much I can do about it. I don't have any night fighters, especially trained ones. Okay. Now, the pickerel gets picked on. We're trying to cover these in potential invasion hexes, but you mean if you don't get a shot off, well, you're not really protecting anything. Okay, we do get a hit on this cargo ship. I can't, of course, my memory is this is several months before where we're at in our game, so I couldn't tell you, but I could tell you now, it was carrying troops. Now, chances are they just shuffled the troops around and picked them up out of the water and put them on other cargo ships. You know, we'll take it. And the SEAL isn't able to get any torpedoes off there at that time. And the purge, we do get torpedoes off, but they're duds, as is a lot of the situations here with the Mark 14. So PT boats, or well, the British version, trying to hold off this bombardment group there at Hong Kong, I believe. But the good thing is these things are tiny. Now, I'm not saying they're going to survive very long, but they're hard to hit. So he can use up his ammunition, and we can speed around all of this splashes. So I'm gonna push through, and we'll just you can see that it's like all misses. And I don't think there's a way here to look at how many shots he wasted. But I mean, that's a lot of, yeah, that's a lot. So he's not able to, oh, I remember. It's not right at Hong Kong. We were actually trying to get out of here, and he must have come across us here. So in any case, whatever he wanted the Chikai to do, we made him use up a bunch of ammunition on our boats. So he did encounter, we have cargo ships here, or I believe that's what they are. And yes, light cargo ships. And apparently he has long lances or some kind of torpedo here. So yeah, they're not going to last long, these ships. So I mean, yeah. So I mean, the fact that they used up this, look at this, 44 shell hits for one light cargo ship, things like that. It's kind of like, hey, thanks for hanging in there. We're sorry we lost you, but thanks for hanging in there so long. He had to use up his entire ammunition supply. And the pike gets caught out out at this hex, decontaminated, and actually, is in danger, but it gets caught before it can launch any torpedo. Yeah, damage. So it is taking hits. Now, I can tell you, spoiler alert, I don't lose a sub for some time. My first sub, I lose actually in a sub to sub V sub combat. Okay, the I-122 here off of southwest of Singapore. Um, is gonna most likely, I think, sink this wing song. It fires 4 torpedoes and only one of them hits though, so yeah, there we go. The Perch is firing at a destroyer, which is usually a bad idea. Okay. And the Porpoise doesn't get any shots off, but his destroyers race to the point where they noticed him, and but they don't find him well enough. Okay, oof, another dud. This is just a shame because man, these were epic. Oop. Well, we took 4 hits. So the Sculpin, another dud. We're gonna see a lot of that. We're gonna see it very much a lot of it. Okay. Now we will occasionally see this as well, so we'll take it. All right, and he's of course hunting for us. Angry Japanese anti-sub hunter. So we got 2 in, exploded. He was carrying troops. Okay, and it sinks. The Selman being targeted. So we're just trying to make life very uncomfortable right now. And of course, you know, we're not going to get these smaller guys. Right? I like to think of, he's not really aiming for the destroyer minesweeper. I like to look at it like he's firing at the at the cargo ship, but there's a destroyer minesweeper that happens to be in the way and maybe messes with the what do I want to say, aiming system of the torpedo. Anyway, so we have, trust me, I have plenty of spotters out here working to try to find everything that's out here. Can I do anything about it? No. Okay, this is the strangulation that you will see for months around Pearl. This won't change for a long, 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 long time. But you can see all those subs, and trust me, we're going to work very hard around the clock with our aircraft there at Pearl to try to, and also that sub boat to clear that out. Okay, more sacrificial Warhawk. Because I didn't count on his persistence of sweep, so. But you'll see throughout the campaign, early part of the campaign, what I end up doing is I turn off my fighters from flying for probably 2-3 days, let them recover, then I fly escort again. I mean, sorry, cap again, and there he is sweeping still. He doesn't take a break. Which, I mean, good on him. So we just we can't get, like I said, you know, can't find a soft spot to get a counterpunch in. Okay. So our flak has to work overtime because our fighters just aren't getting it done. So we're gonna have to heavily rely on our flak in this part of the world and in this early part of the war, because our fighter pilots just are not that. Here's the thing: he was gonna bomb our airfields anyway and destroy our fighters on the ground. Now, could I rebase them? Possibly, but I don't want to be passive, you know, and then just have a bunch of ground losses when I could. I mean, at least with air-to-air losses, you're hopefully doing 2 things. you're hopefully trading and shooting some of his aircraft down, but you're also hopefully throwing off the bombing accuracy by harassing the bombers. Now, see, like this, by the time he sweeps us from the air, look, he can come in unescorted, and I'm looking at this, licking my chops, and I can't do anything about it. Of course, he has a follow-up sweep, so if we were still in there, we'd take, take, take it on the chin. All right, so after all that, we're going into the PM phase. Okay, a lot of spotters. We're speaking of spotters, we're spotting subs, trying to just get a beat on all the things he's trying to do. And softening up Hong Kong. Okay, so, it's not a lot of hits, but it's anything will keep us from building up fortifications. And recon of ours spotted his troops that are coming into Hong Kong. Okay, P-35. So, I'll tell you another spoiler alert. This, not this particular P-35, I can't say for sure. But I'll say this. The very first ace in the war was a P-35 pilot. Flying in this general area, the first ace of the war. I thought it was pretty cool. Now, I can't take the P-35s with me, and I probably don't want to, but I'm just saying I thought it was kind of cool. Okay, the Preston, William D. Preston, I probably made a mistake leaving port. I thought he was going to bomb Davao again, so I left to find a port to hide in, and on the way, just flotation damage got it out of hand and sank. All right, Perch gets out of there with not too much damage, but they're targeting it again. All right. Okay. That time, no, didn't get spotted or triangulated. Okay, so he takes some losses there unloading at Vigan and some more unloading. Tarawa. Okay. And Vigan. Actually lost some vehicles there. Okay, Tarawa's at Atoll, so there you go. Okay. So he's not ready to attack us yet, apparently. So we'll get our normal bombardment in. Again, that's triggered by his unloading. So, and we take heavy hit from counter battery, apparently. Okay. And again, the easy upgrade of fortifications to 1 across the map. And it's good. Here's the thing, upgrading airfields and ports, that takes time. So you won't see that happening a whole lot. This early, I mean. And basically that this wraps up this turn as we see if we get any more reinforcements. Yeah, I think there was an issue with Garrison early on, misreading something. I can't remember. But we do get reinforcements here on the west coast, some more aircraft, even Java, India. Most of this stuff is static or at least restricted, but hey, at least it's training units. Actually, a lot of the stuff you're seeing up in the eastern USA is stuff I sent from the west coast to train at the in the eastern USA. So I think that's what that is. And then we get some ground units here and there, smattering of them. A lot of stuff at Cape Town. I actually, by the way, real quick, I'll just say this. I actually was able to get a lot of stuff into Singapore, but it didn't seem, well, I won't say anymore, but I will say we got it in there, snuck it in there before he attacked it. So a lot of the stuff you saw just pop up at Cape Town, we actually shipped over there. Anyway, I'll break here and I think I'm gonna, this is 36 minutes. I think I'm gonna stop this video with just the two. There's a lot going on here in uh, the first few turns. So because of that, we'll just do probably a couple days at a time. But later on, the turns go quicker because a, there's a lot less all at once activity. So we'll be able to fit in some more days within the same similar amount of time. So I'll be back with another video where we talk about the 10th of December and however many days we can get through of that one. Take care, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye.